Hello and welcome to another chit chat between Zak Mir and Clem Chambers from a newfn.com, which one day I'll say without pausing or hesitating, etc., etc. But in the meantime, good morning, Clem.
Good morning, and what a great morning it is today.
I don't know how many mornings we'll have because obviously, Venezuela, Iraq, Iran, no, not Iraq, Iran, they're all the same. Iran, all that sort of stuff, all kicking off there. Ukraine, there's like war everywhere. It's great to be in defense stocks, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, as I am. Gold is for what? I mean, come on, the Americans told you back in January when whatever it was, the guy I can't pronounce, Hesketh, shows up in Germany and says, "Look, guys, we're throwing you under the bus. You got to sort out Putin. We've got to have a war with China. So come on, get on with it." And I mean, he said it. I mean, not quite word for word, but go listen to his speech. He said, you know, oh, you're not doing your bit for NATO and Putin. Well, go on, that's your problem. And we've got to sort out things in Asia. Well, what they got to sort out in Asia? Vanuatu. I mean, he said it, and of course, the next day, all the defence stocks in Europe went through the blue roof. So those that could work out words worked it out, and I did. I went long all the military guys. Well, actually, I didn't. I got out of the whole blooming market because I thought these guys. And they did crash it, and then they got the Treasury to come in and bail it all out again. But then when I re-entered, I rented in defence stocks, gold, and precious metals, and deep, deep, deep value, and anybody that's a supplier to the MOD. And yeah, whoosh, and strategic parts of the economy which are going to be affected by that, like today, IQE. I mean, I
I
don't do
saw that.
small
I
cap,
was
right?
going to ask you about that, but I didn't know whether you spotted it because you're such a busy man.
Spotted it. I got a pile of it. I bought it at like 9 and watched it go down to 6. But I don't care. Remember, I was talking about Intel on your show a few months ago at 20. It's now at 40 something. Yeah, because the chips, they're all made in China, aren't they? So you've got to make them at home, haven't you? So all those benighted, I make silicon at home and nobody loves me. All of a sudden, the penny drops and woof, up they go. Like Intel, bang, and that
I
would go,
liked, but
from
I
40
liked
whatever to
IQE.
60.
I liked IQE because it seemed to be a winner both from the AI angle and also from the defense angle. So there were two things in one. And also,
Sure.
I believe that it's a British company and I support this country. I'm one of the few people who are still alive who support this country.
There's loads of people in Britain support Britain.
Well,
It's just
obviously
that
it's
the
not you
government
because
doesn't.
I can see from your background that you're not a keen supporter of this country. But I'm one of the few.
I love my motherland. I love my motherland. I just think that it's
You
I
just don't want to
left
pay. You
the
don't want to pay
UK.
taxes for them to piss the money up the wall. Isn't that right?
I went away. I went non-res in '92. I've been gone. Or I've not lived in the UK longer than I lived in it in my life. So I'm now been out of the UK for longer. I've still got the accent, but I could have the French accent if you wish. Or I could be like,
You
yeah,
mean you mean
well, I
you,
mean, I
you
spent a
didn't
lot of
even
time
want to
in
stay
America.
for the knighthood? Sir Clement
Oh well, yeah,
Chambers.
no, my mouth's too big. My mouth's too big.
I'm staying now. I'm just staying here for the knighthood. I mean, that's it, really. I mean, as soon as I get it, I'm gonna do an Ineos and just leave, or do a Dyson and leave. But I'm just waiting for that. When I get that, I'll be
No, you've
fine.
got to be able to leave to get it. You've got to be able to leave to get it, and then they give it to you to say, "Oh, please don't go," and you say, "Thanks for that, bye."
No, I'm gonna get the knighthood that David Bowie said no to twice. So I'm gonna get that one. Was that spare?
Two knighthoods,
Yeah, yeah.
Lord Mayor.
I don't think it's
No, come
amazing. I
on,
won't get it for
yeah,
anything else.
you've
Services
just
to
got to bung people some
broadcasting.
dosh. Bung them some dosh. That's all we got. Bung them some dosh. Yeah, just go out and bung them some dosh. How the hell did that person get that? Oh, bunged him some dosh, did he? Oh, okay.
I
Or
have
she.
my pride.
You just need more dosh. That's all.
Yeah, okay. So getting back to the markets, speaking of Dosh, the gold, silver thing, is that going to keep going? Gold, silver, copper, is that going to keep on going?
Okay. Yes, no, maybe, but yes, mainly. So look, I get in at the bottom and out in the middle. That's what I do. And right now I'm going, oh, I've made too much money. I'm scared now. Oh, I made way too much money. No, help me. But I've learned as I get older to get greedier when I'm very right. So I'm holding on, and yes, it's going to go to 100. Yes, it might go to 120, 130. The real believers think 200. But with the wild man in the White House, I mean, pretty much anything's possible because it's going to follow gold, and gold broke out again this morning. So if gold goes to 8,000, what's silver going to be? So I'm just going to go. Well, everything's going to follow gold. Palladium's going to double anyway. Yeah. So it doesn't even need any help from gold. Silver, well, that's spicy. But if gold goes, it's the retail gold is silver. It's the fast horse. Everyone goes, oh, I want to buy gold. Oh, blimey, don't get much for my money. Oh, buy that big silver, shiny silver coin thing. Yeah. So silver is the one that races when FOMO is on. So you get knowing the top in a bubble, which is what this probably is right now, the beginning of a bubble. It's extremely difficult. Extremely. We've all been through bubbles, haven't we, Zach? And you go, can't go any further. Well, it has. Oh, but that must be enough. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh,
Well, they
it's
always
not
got
until
the
it's going
bubble
to go
always
further
goes
that
on a
it's the
bit
end.
longer than you think. It goes on long enough for people to think actually it's not a bubble, and then as soon as they think, oh, it's okay, this is not a dot-com bubble, then it completely crashes. So it just gets a
That's
little bit longer than everyone thinks, but it is still a bubble.
yeah. I think that's right. I think that's right. And there's always the first part of the bubble. We had that a few weeks ago when the angels were singing, but not quite. The third news item on BBC World News. I'm not in the UK to see it, but if I was in the UK, and if you see it on News at 10 or whatever, third item in, oh, today gold went to blah 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 blah. Please tell me because I'll tell. That is the gold standard of top of the market is when the BBC have it on the 9 o'clock news. Or used to be when I was you man like that. I
Well,
bet
I
it's
think
still the same.
they're so crap now they can't even do that. But they're not even good as a counter indicator anymore. That's a potential theory that I would have, but because they just don't even know how to be mainstream media. But I think for instance, like the FTSE 100, FTSE 100 getting to 10,000. If this was like
Oh, it's
10,
going to go forever. That Zach. Oh, the FTSE 100 is going to run and run and run and run and run and run. Hasn't even started yet. Hasn't even
well,
begun.
what's what I was
Hasn't
going to
even
say?
woken
But
up from its slumber.
yeah, no, I think
It's going to go
that's I think you.
15,000 very quickly.
I have to say you were absolutely right on that. I hate to admit it because obviously the purpose of this video cast is not to make you look good. It's to make well, I don't know what it actually is, but it's probably to make me look
To
good rather
make
than you.
your viewers money.
Yeah,
It's
that
to
one.
make
Yeah,
your
yeah,
viewers
but
money.
to make the money without
And
giving
if they'd
any
followed what I've
investment
been
advice at
saying on
all.
your show, they would have made a lot.
Yeah, to make the money without any investment advice at all, which is a neat trick, I think.
No, I don't. This is not. I'm not stock tipping. I'm not giving investment advice. I'm giving them raw material to think about to pass through their own brains, right? Because most people are information and ideas poor, right? They don't sit all day and look at the markets and work in financial data platforms like I have for the last 30 odd years. They don't have that. So when I throw out ideas, they can go, oh, I hadn't thought of that. Oh, duh. Oh, well, yeah, whoa, he's mad. I'm not doing that. But, it's raw material. You are raw material for people who've got a life outside of this area. And it feeds their ability to make decisions. Do your own research, but you can't do it without the material, right? And we are the raw material. We are the research.
But isn't there actually too much research these days in the There's too much information.
There's too much shilling, not the same. I don't mean, 12 pence. I mean people shilling, as in flogging other people's wares on the basis of being paid to say, oh, isn't it great? Oh, isn't it great? Yeah, you want to buy this? Oh, it's great. It's great, this. I don't believe it, but I'll get paid to say that. I mean, isn't the whole of the AIM market full of nothing but people who are shilling companies? Shill. I mean, shill. That's what you're getting.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
not
but
research.
most of them are people who are just, they're doing it out of their bedroom, they're armchair observers. They haven't got a clue, and you can tell they haven't got a clue. But they just happen to be talking about this rather than talking about Kim Kardashian. I mean, there's no,
There's a lot of professional shills out there, particularly in America, but there's a fairly large amount in the UK.
yes, yes. I wouldn't want to mention any names, but the no, it's a
I
crisis
meet them all the
actually.
time. I meet them all the time. I meet them all the time. I think it's abhorrent. But, the people that they're shilling to in the UK, well, there aren't many left for a start. And, they are basically gamblers that want to have a story about a horse. oh, that horse, yeah, it was made by this and it started like that, and a jockey is this, and oh, I saw it at Newmarket, it did that, all that horse. Yeah, and they want that. The guys want that. They want a narrative, and mostly it's not about narrative. But anyway, the UK stock market, he said, shilling it like crazy. Is going to 15,000, and it probably won't take more than a couple of 3 years, maybe even quicker. Just get the American market, forget the Americans because they're special. Get the German market and line it up against since 2000, say any year, say 10, 15 years ago, line it up against the UK market. The gap between the performance is just astronomical. The FTSE still hasn't gone anywhere in 25 years. Compound 7% over 25 years. I mean,
Well, no, the only point. No,
oh,
I get all that, but my question would be, why is it? We waited for this to happen for decades for the FTSE to go up, and it's actually chosen the Labour government, the worst Labour government the Labour government since the 70s, a car crash version of Callaghan and Wilson or Callaghan. It's a rather
well, just
weird
a
that
version.
what?
It's just a version. I wouldn't say it's a worse version. That was a terrible period of time for governance.
Yeah, but they're trying to be the same. They're trying to do the 1970s Labour, but try and do it better. I mean,
Yeah,
better in
yeah,
terms of
absolutely.
destroying value.
But what's that got to do with the stock market?
Well, that's my question.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing. Nothing to do with the stock market. Why is the stock market going up? Because the dollar's going down. That's
Right.
it.
Okay. So that's the
Simple.
answer. So it
Dollar's
wouldn't.
going down.
Yeah. So it wouldn't matter
Dollar's
if.
going down.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on.
Go
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. No.
You go.
So it wouldn't matter if Coco the Clown was in government and Fanny
I thought it
Craddock
was.
was charged with the exchequer. The UK
I
stock
think it's
market
probably
still got.
a little bit of domestic economy would probably do us no harm at all.
This is very good. I thought you might be too young to remember her, but Delia Smith, what's her name? Lawson, what's the name? What's the name? The other one, the latest one, I can't remember.
Annie Craddock,
Nigella,
she had a
yeah,
husband who was always drinking wine, and I always related to that even as a child.
yeah. So Nigella in fact, Nigella should be Chancellor because her father was. So I think that would be a fantastic turnaround for the UK economy. But you've successfully explained why the UK shares are going up. I'd like to talk about Bitcoin because we don't know whether the glass is half full or half empty at the moment.
Very interesting moment because Iran is the miner, is the maker, is the creator of 25% of all the Bitcoin. And Bitcoins get really upset when I say that, but you can actually establish it for yourself because when Trump dropped a few eggs on the Iranian bunkers, they cut off the electricity in Iran, and 25% of the Bitcoin hash vanished. So there they are mining away Bitcoin. You can guarantee it's not some rando doing it. It will be the state because that's a great way of breaking sanctions, isn't it? And it's a great way of turning your energy you can't really sell easily into Bitcoins, which you can sell a lot easier.
This is
So
great
they
intel.
are a very big. Did you not know this? Are you not plugged into MI?
Unfortunately, the Ayatollah hasn't spoken to me for a while now and doesn't keep me in
Oh,
the
it's my
loop.
man in Tehran told me this.
Yeah,
So anyway,
the Shah was okay, but after that they went a bit quiet, so it was a bit, but I'd love to hear from them. No, but that's
so
yeah, but it's
anyway,
no, but it makes it all quite sinister because it makes it look as though okay,
well,
Venezuela.
sinister,
Sorry,
Bitcoin sinister.
slightly sinister, yeah.
Surely not.
But
Venezuela, other big miners of Bitcoin and selling their stuff and turning it into tether and all that good malarkey because gold is for war, Bitcoin is for flight, and all those other things where you need to move money around really, really, really quickly without anybody seeing it. Okay, so Iran is the 25% miner. So what's going to happen if the balloon goes up there? Are they going to have to sell it? Are all the governmental people that flee? Are they going to flee with it? Are they going to steal it and leg it out into France and then cash out? I mean, or is it going to go the other way? I think it. I want to think it's bullish because if Iran collapses, the regime collapses, then people there would buy Bitcoin. But because of the internet blackout, it's going to be hard for them to buy it in the open market. and they've got large amounts internally, so it's more likely to be bearish because they're more likely to grab it and say, "So, oh, Bitcoin, we were mining for the people. Yeah, thank you very much. Bye." And then show up in Paris and go, "Yeah, I'm selling some Bitcoin now to buy a house. Oh, I'm selling some Bitcoin now to get a jet so I can leave quickly. Oh, I'm selling some Bit," and that could be a major downward pressure. So normally I would say that was very bullish, like Venezuela was very bullish for Bitcoin because a lot of people would want to be running away with the Bitcoin. However, as Trump has done a deal with the new leader to do what she's blooming well told or end up in jail for the rest of her life, nobody's going to be running because they just really decapitated that regime and replaced it with someone that's going to do what they're told, which is very smart, actually. So there's going to be no big Bitcoin
A bit like the
issue
UK.
with Venezuela. You can go both ways. Well, I don't know. It's hard to decapitate, isn't it?
It is actually. Right.
Got to
So,
be, headless chickens and all that.
all right. Well, we've gone around the world. I just wanted to go back to a newfn.com and just find out what's new. What are you doing? What's going on?
Well, I mean, it's going fab, absolutely fab, and we've introduced some more stuff. Now, most of your viewers won't know that you can go to anewfn.com. Here we go, shilling, and it's got free real time level one, which will cost you 10, 15 pounds anywhere else, and streaming, and you can make up monitors and all that good malarkey. And it's got free level two, which will cost you 30 or 40 pounds a month anywhere else. Free, 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 and always free unless something dreadful happens. Okay, and we just added real time prices for platinum, palladium, gold, and silver, so you can watch them in real time for free on UFN all day long. Yeah, UK prices, forex, real time, free real time forex, which costs you 10 quid in other places as well. So like £100 worth of free value, free, 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 free. And of course, people are going, "Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, I'm there. It's there. It's real. Oh, I'll tell my friends." And well, yes. So it's running hot. I mean, it's a lot of fun for me
I think
because
the other good thing about what you're doing is it's all in one place. Whereas, before when I was doing all these sorts of things many years ago, you'd have your share prices on one website, you have so and so and another website, you have things in different places, and it was a bit of a nightmare. Now, hopefully, you can look at one page, see everything, and off you go.
Well, I mean, a good example for this, right? I woke up this morning and my pile of IQE, which was, giving me a little bit of a sore rear because I bought it at about 9, was up 20%, right? And I knew that because I was on the new FN. But if I was anywhere else, I'd be on delayed and I wouldn't know for 15 minutes. And by the time 15 minutes had gone by, the blooming thing was up 30%. But I was on a new FN. I could watch it on level 2, trading tick by tick, trading no less, for free. So I could actually see I might have wanted to get out at 1 minute past 8 because I've got my money and that was what I wanted, a nice quick profit, but gone, right? But no, I wouldn't have been able to do that if I'd had delayed. I would have gone on to some funky broker that would have said, "Oh, sorry, trading volume is weird. Oh, go away, come back." Like we've all had on the wonderful, brilliant British stockbroker platforms, RSP. What a terrible thing that is. Yeah. But you could actually see it trading and know what was going on a new FN from the second. Well, you can see it. You can see the auction. You can actually see the auction side building up. You can actually know, roughly speaking, what it's going to open up 10 minutes and then beef to the day to actually know how much it's actually up. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a big, big, hairy deal, particularly if you're in speculative positions.
And so, do you have any plans to go any further? I mean, like, people can trade
Oh,
directly on
yeah.
your.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but I don't know. Back in the day when I was when I was founding another of these platforms, I used to say brokers go bust and come and go, but the Financial Times has always been with us.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, no,
And
that's
that
good.
was
That's
my
good.
naive strategy of it. And of course, brokers come and become worth billions of pounds and get bought by Americans as well.
But
But so that was probably my strategic mistake. But anyway, no, it's not. I should do. I really should because it's such a terrible, terrible landscape out there with brokers. I mean, they just are dire in comparison with, say, what they've got in America. And
like new broker,
it's just.
New brokers and new market makers.
Well, it wouldn't a new broke F wouldn't FN wouldn't work with it.
No, no, I'd like you to be a new broker and a new market maker. I think we need
Yeah,
a sh-
well, I mean, we got
we need a big shake up in this system because we don't really have a
we're
system.
going to
So
get one because the market's going to go so strong, and it'll go so strong, and everybody will pile in, and it will be, it will be exciting and interesting, and then who knows? But I mean, if anybody can actually take the top off it and make sure it doesn't happen, that'll be the FCA because they don't want a market. They wish it goes away, and I think probably the British establishment don't want to stop market either. They'd wish it go away too because it'd make their life easier. What you've got to understand is the difference between the UK market and the American market is the American people in government have lots of stocks. That's where the money is, right? And therefore they protect it because that's where their personal money is. The UK nomenclature and MPs, they're not in the market. They don't have any shares, not really, not in comparison, and therefore they don't care. They absolutely do not care about the stock market because they're not in it. Yeah, and if the government is actually personally in it, they protect it. So like house prices in the UK, all the MPs, all the people in government, they've all got houses, one, two, three, four, five houses, and funny enough, they won't do anything to hurt that. They won't do anything but encourage prices of houses to go up. It'd be very easy to make house prices go down. You just pass a law that says you can only borrow 3.5 times your salary in a mortgage, and house prices would come down like a brick. Of course, they've got them. They don't want anything like that.
yeah, but I mean, is one of the reasons that the UK stock market's gone up in the recent past because the UK housing market has gone down. Do you think there's a bit of
No,
a
it's the
switch there?
Americans. The Americans, no, the dollar's coming down 10%, like it did last year, coming down 10% again. Trump he's suing Jay Powell for criminal charges to make him drop interest rates. That's how much Trump wants to bring interest rates down, thereby bring inflation up.
That is a good signal. I
Yeah,
thought
and
that was
bring the
today, wasn't
dollar
it?
down.
Yeah, no, that's right, actually.
Yeah,
He doesn't
it's
like him
totally mad,
anyway,
right?
though. He doesn't like him anyway. But I don't know why he doesn't get rid of him.
He can't. It's against the law.
The
The
president can
the
make up
central
the
bank is
law.
independent. Well, you got to get it through Congress. You
I
can't
don't
just write
actually,
a.
I have to say, I don't believe in an independent, the Bank of England or the Fed. I think that's completely idiotic. I think it's such a big part of,
I tell you,
people should be
America
able to
would be in
vote
a
on it.
smoking crater if it wasn't for the Fed. Without the Fed in 2008, it would have been all over. Without the Fed in 2019, it would have all been over. And it will be over if they break the
Yeah,
Fed.
but those things happen because of the Fed as well. That's what I would
Well, of
say.
course, there's always unintended consequences, but
I'd
it's
rather
not the
have a
Fed,
free,
it's the politicians.
I'd rather have a free market. That's what I'm just believing a free market without,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an anarchist, right? If you want to see a proper free market, go to India and see all the crazy people, not obeying the law and just doing what they like, and you get chaos, right? And that's an anarchy, and anarchies are very efficient in a certain sense. But when you actually want to have somewhere between an anarchy and a totalitarian state, you want to be in the middle somewhere. And the guy that holds the purse strings, you do not want to be the latest politician wanting to buy votes. That's a proven. Yeah, and that's why you make a load of imperfect human beings independent and the central bankers. Yeah, I mean, I grant you the British central bank is pretty lamentable, but it'd be better than Starmer
the
holding the
same
checkbook,
blob
isn't
class. They
it?
have the same blob class in at the Bank of England as they have everywhere else. It's useless. It's useless. It is
Yeah,
the blob
I
class.
don't disagree. I don't disagree, but the Fed is not
They're not
like
going to
that.
be
The
asking
Fed,
you. They're not going to be asking you or me to be on the MPC, are they?
I wasn't one of their committees.
Right.
They used to have a think tank of business people, and I was a member of it. And when I was no longer the CEO of that company, I came off it.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, but we need
Yeah,
you
it was.
now, Clem. We need you now.
Well, for the right price, I'm available.
Okay, well, I'll let people know. I think on that note, Clem Chambers from a newfn.com. Thank you very much indeed. And obviously, everybody sign into that and get your free data. Make his website so heavy with traffic that it collapses. So he has to come back and say, "I'm sorry, my
It's happened
website
in
went
the last
down."
few weeks. I tell you, that's happened in the last few weeks.
Okay, all right.
It's been
So
so many people piled in, but we fixed it.
give Clem that badge of honor. Thank you very much, Clem. See you next time.
See you later. Bye bye.
Cheers.